Earlier today, Mr. Peter Obi, the 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party, had a closed-door meeting with Bala Mohammed, the governor of Bauchi State. Bala Mohammed is also the chairman of the PDP Governors Forum. The People Gazette is reporting that Bala Mohammed has expressed his readiness to work with Mr. Peter Obi to provide good governance to Nigeria. Bala Mohammed is quoted as saying, "We discuss state-by-state challenges and I feel highly appreciative of what he's doing as a leader of the opposition because whether we like it or not, he is the leader of the opposition now in Nigeria. I want to say at this level, not to make some of those doubting Thomases and mischievous minds to preempt what we are doing, that I'm ready to work with Mr. Peter Obi. We will make sure we come together, close ranks, bring good governance to the country, give vibrant opposition with knowledge, timeless vision in such a manner that we will rescue and recover our country. Our coming together is a message, and the message is going to resonate because all our colleagues, the PDP governors, are behind this kind of journey because it's a transcendent one. We are coming together to work together irrespective of party, region, religion, or any other thing." Mr. Peter Obi has been quiet about his presidential future, about the 2027 general election. He has not made any comments regarding the upcoming election. Whenever he's being confronted with the question of the 2027 general election, he will always tell you that his vision, his motive right now is how to help Nigerians navigate this hardship we are currently being faced. But that does not mean that he's not making move. Mr. Peter Obi is working behind the scene. Mr. Peter Obi has been making a lot of consultation regarding the 2027 general election, but he has been keeping that on a low key, and I understand the reason why he has been doing that on a low key. We'll discuss about that later. Mr. Peter Obi was a Labour Party presidential candidate in 2023. The vehicle, the platform that he used in contesting that election is under attack currently now. When El-Rufai joined SDP, he made a comment. He said that the government of the day, the government at the center, is spending huge amount of money to ensure that they destroy the opposition parties in Nigeria, of which Labour Party is among them. Labour Party is currently being rocked with internal crisis. As it stands now, the case is in court, and you all know what the Supreme Court is going to rule. The Supreme Court will definitely rule in favor of Julius Abure, because with the leadership structure of Labour Party in the hands of Julius Abure, it will be very difficult for Mr. Peter Obi to retain the structure in the Labour Party ahead of the 2027 general election. So Mr. Peter Obi is definitely aware of what is going on. So he's going around seeking for an alternative, the best possible platform to contest the 2027 general election. I have always said this and I'll keep saying it. Mr. Peter Obi contesting the 2027 general election against a Bala Tinubu backed INEC, judiciary, the National Assembly, and the foot soldiers on ground is tantamount to waste. It will be a waste of effort, it will be a waste of resources, it will be a waste of time. He will definitely win Bala Tinubu in any election, anytime, any day. I am talking of true, fair, credible, and transparent election. But Bala Tinubu is never going to conduct a credible, transparent, true, and fair election in 2027. 2027 general election is going to be rigged heavily for Bala Tinubu. Mr. Peter Obi is aware of this, and every person that is following the politics of the day in Nigeria, we are all aware of the game plan of Bala Tinubu. The best option for Mr. Peter Obi to become the president in 2027 is to form a coalition. A coalition is the best alternative to defeat Bala Tinubu. And this coalition is going to be the South and the North. So you can see that Mr. Peter Obi is making the movement, is trying to align with some certain persons. I know most people do not want Mr. Peter Obi to align with some certain persons in order to win the election in Nigeria. But you need to understand something. If you want true governance in Nigeria, if you want Nigeria to move forward, if you want electoral reform, if you want the judiciary, the National Assembly to be reformed, you need an upright president that cares about Nigeria to win the election. Yes, you need executive power. The same executive power that Bala Tinubu has, that he has used to capture the National Assembly, to capture the judiciary, to capture the INEC, to unleash hardship on Nigerians, is the same executive power that any other person needs to reverse every negative thing that Bala Tinubu has done. Bala Tinubu was able to get that executive power by doing everything contrary to the book. In a video clip, he was caught as saying that power is not given a la carte. you must grab it, you must snatch it, you must run away with it. And that was exactly what Bola Tinubu did. He damned the consequences, and today Nigerians are suffering the consequences of what Bola Tinubu did in 2023. So if you want that reversal to be done, Mr. Peter Obi also needs to have that executive power. And the only way for Mr. Peter Obi to win election as it stands right now is for him to form an alliance, to form a merger with other opposition party. Mr. Peter Obi going alone in the 2027 general election is going to be a waste of resources. It's going to be a waste of time. It's going to be a waste of your vote, even though he will definitely defeat Bola Tinubu, but he will never be announced as a winner. And I'm sure that is exactly what he's doing. I'm sure that is the reason why he visited the chairman of the PDP Governors Forum. Let us even talk about the PDP. The PDP is currently facing their own crisis. There are internal crises in the PDP that will not allow that party to function effectively ahead of the 2027 general election. A core PDP financier in Nyesom Wike is working for the APC. PDP is already in the bag for Bola Tinubu. So what Mr. Peter Obi is seeking to achieve now is to work with some persons that are not loyal to Bola Tinubu and Nyesom Wike in the PDP. And I love what Bala Mohammed said. He described Mr. Peter Obi as the biggest opposition leader in Nigeria. I have always said that Mr. Peter Obi is the only threat to Bola Tinubu. All the other opposition leaders, they do not come close to Mr. Peter Obi. Even Atiku Abubakar is nowhere to be found near Mr. Peter Obi. What Mr. Peter Obi did in 2023 is what has changed the dynamics of politics in Nigeria. Peter Obi is the biggest opposition leader currently in Nigeria. Every measure that they want to do, if they are actually truthful and sincere to themselves, Mr. Peter Obi will be the leader of that measure. Just recently, El-Rufai came to SDP and he called on other political leaders to join him in SDP so that they can rescue Nigeria from APC in 2027. Immediately El-Rufai came to the SDP, his son started eulogizing Mr. Peter Obi. There are a lot of public opinions regarding El-Rufai camping to the SDP. Some are saying that El-Rufai is seeking for a way to lure Mr. Peter Obi into the SDP so that they can crumble the SDP and make it unable for Mr. Peter Obi to see a platform to contest the 2027 general election. And I quietly agree with them, because someone like El-Rufai is a character that you can never trust. As much as El-Rufai does not even have an electoral value to pull any weight ahead of the 2027 general election, El-Rufai is not going to contest as a presidential candidate in the 2027 general election. He will not win any state. He is an irrelevant political figure currently now. So their game plan may be to draw Mr. Peter Obi into the SDP, destroy the SDP, make it unable for Mr. Peter Obi to contest against Bola Tinubu. All this power play, all this politicking is to show you that Mr. Peter Obi is the biggest threat to Bola Tinubu. Ever since the election was done and dusted, Mr. Peter Obi has received so much attack from every quarter. The presidency is attacking him. Opposition parties in Nigeria are attacking him. Look at what Sowore is doing. Sowore is in the opposition, but every day he keeps talking against Mr. Peter Obi. Of course, he's angry that Mr. Peter Obi took his shine in 2023. Sowore was positioning himself to be the face of the opposition party in 2023, but Mr. Peter Obi came and took away his shine. Rather than attacking the president that is destroying the life of Nigerians, rather than attacking the president that has not lived up to the expectation, the billion that have destroyed the economy in this country, it is Mr. Peter Obi they are attacking. Don't be surprised that Sowore himself is working for Bola Tinubu. All of this game plan is to ensure that there is no credible opposition against Bola Tinubu in 2027. Because I've said it before, if the opposition comes together and form a mega party, they form a coalition and they present one consensus candidate, that election is as good as won. They will defeat Bola Tinubu before 12 p.m. That election will not be rigged. There is no amount of electoral fraud or INEC malpractice that will be able to give Bola Tinubu victory. That is the reason why Bola Tinubu is working overtime to destroy the opposition in Nigeria. And Mr. Peter Obi is their target. But I love the way that Mr. Peter Obi has kept his plan secret. Nobody knows where he's going to end up to. Nobody knows if he's building a new party. Nobody knows if he's going to decamp to a new party to contest the 2027 general election. Nobody knows if there's going to be a merger, but Mr. Peter Obi is going to take them unaware. I am sure that the experience he had in 2023 has taught him a big lesson. Even PDP have learned their lesson. They knew that Mr. Peter Obi leaving the PDP was the reason why PDP did not win the 2023 general election. And they know that an alliance with Mr. Peter Obi is definitely going to give them victory in 2027. whether contesting in PDP or in a major party. For the chairman of the PDP Governors Forum to describe Mr. Peter Obi as the biggest opposition leader in Nigeria, something is definitely cooking. I just hope and I wish and pray that the northern politicians will for once put Nigerians first. They should put this country first rather than putting their selfish political ambition first. Their selfish political ambition is the reason why Nigeria is where she is today. It was this same selfish political ambition that made them to remove Goodluck Ebele Jonathan out from office and bring in President Muhammad Buhari. It is the same selfish political ambition that made Atiku Abubakar to contest the 2023 general election. Is that singular act that made Mr. Peter Obi to leave the PDP. If Atiku Abubakar had supported a southern candidate, Mr. Peter Obi would have emerged as the PDP presidential flag bearer. If Peter Obi had contested the 2023 general election in PDP with the massive support he would get from the north and the ones he got from the south, Mr. Peter Obi would have been declared the winner of that election. There is no amount of rigging that would have declared Bala Ahmed Tinubu the winner of that election. We are heading towards 2027 general election, and these northern politicians are all over the place again. They are trying to rescue Nigeria from Bala Ahmed Tinubu and the APC. I just hope that all their politicking, all their movement, all their alliances is to present a southern candidate, and as I've said it before, Mr. Peter Obi is the only viable southern candidate that can challenge Bala Ahmed Tinubu. Just like Bala Mohammed has said, Mr. Peter Obi is the biggest opposition leader in Nigeria currently now. No one come close. So if the opposition parties want to take over power from Bala Ahmed Tinubu, they have just one option: present Mr. Peter Obi as the consensus presidential flag bearer. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.